Okay, so we have another feather in Elon Musk's cap, and coincidentally the feather came from the blue bird. Elon's bid to take over Twitter, make it private, and then yesterday come out again and say he plans to take it public again in 3 years. And he will eventually succeed in all of this. Now, everyone has their own opinion. Some are calling it a big mistake where Elon would find the time, his focus is shifting, he's trying to cover up the Fed and SEC's mistakes, and extremes like he's trying to control the social media by the power of his wealth. Well, it's not that simple. What we have seen in the last few months from Elon Musk and his tweets is an amazing and brilliant plan with a very well executed path. Let me explain how. I'll break down what Twitter or Elon Musk can do or cannot do, what it means for Twitter investors, and what it means for Tesla investors. By the way, I own both, Tesla more than Twitter of course, but I own Twitter from their IPO days, and up until now it has been nothing but dead money. So before we go into the video, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if the content like this interests you. So apart from being the biggest leverage deal in the history, Twitter investors will receive $54.20 for each Twitter share they own. But check out the game plan or the tactic that Elon used. Elon Musk is one of Twitter's most watched users with over, I would say, 83 million followers. And he began accumulating a stake of about 9% in January. By March, he ramped up the criticism of Twitter, alleging that companies' algos are biased and the feeds are cluttered with automated junk posts. He also suggested Twitter's user growth was inflated by bots. After rejecting an invitation to join the company's board on April 14th, he offered to take Twitter private, saying that he can unlock the real potential. This is very well thought out plan and very well executed plan. But what happens next is just brilliant. In between tweeting and suggesting an edit button and showing Twitter board that the kind of influence he has and indirectly telling them that he can easily turn around the company upside down if they were to reject the deal. But in the background, Elon Musk pulled together a financing plan that included 12 banks led by Morgan Stanley. Just days after revealing the plan, Musk met with Twitter executives as the company started to warm up with the idea, and on top of that, Musk's offer is truly genius. By no means Twitter is worth $54 per share right now with their earnings. So as a result, the deal was approved by the company's board and is expected to be completed later this year. Musk secured $25.5 billion of debt and margin loan financing and will provide about $21 billion in equity to fund the deal. Now, being fair and to show how serious he is, Elon's deal to buy Twitter includes a provision that he requires to pay the company a fee if he were to walk away or the deal falls apart. This is as per Bloomberg. The deal does not include a go shop provision, meaning that Twitter isn't allowed to solicit offers from other potential bidders. I'm not sure if you folks know the history of Twitter, but the company has been in trouble since the beginning. Check this out. Following its birth in 2006, the company has gone through a series of crises, including the removal of co-founder Jack Dorsey in Twitter's early days and his eventually return in 2015. He came back actually. Then after an initial public offering in 2013, the company considered selling itself in 2016, drawing the interest of companies from all the way from Walt Disney to Salesforce. Everybody was interested. And then Dorsey in 2020 tangled with the activist investor that forced Twitter to set specific growth targets and add greater board accountability. That kind of served as a catalyst for Dorsey's eventual second departure so he could focus on his other company, Square. So Twitter history is full of excitement, and I feel this will be the final destination for Twitter. When a guy like Elon Musk becomes your boss, I'm sure you will have few sleepless nights, and that is exactly what's happening in Twitter these days. After accepting Musk's bid, according to Bloomberg, Twitter logged down changes to its platform. Twitter imposed a temporary ban to keep employees who may not be happy about the deal. But the deal will go through. Now, in all this, can SEC block this deal? Now, SEC will have to review the plan once Twitter files a pre-proxy statement, but SEC doesn't have the power to block the merger outright. Still, they can slow the process down by asking Twitter for clarification on aspects of the deal. The company's shareholder will vote to approve the transactions only once all of the agency's questions are answered. So I don't think there is a real threat of this deal falling through, but a possible delay can happen. But then Elon Musk came back and said that he might take Twitter public after 3 years. So what does this mean for Twitter? Well, he's trying to convince folks to invest in Twitter, the private investors, the banks, and anyone putting money would want to know how to get out and basically the exit plan so that they can make their money back and more. So I think this is kind of a given unless he decides to sell his Tesla shares and use that money, which he won't do anymore, as he has said on Twitter. Now, I would like to ask a question to all of you guys watching this video. Do you think Elon will take over as Twitter CEO? Because that's a big question. Let me know in the comments, and do you think this will help Tesla stock or will hurt Tesla stock in the long run? I posted a poll in the community and got some interesting feedback, so go to the community tab and vote, and also check out the results. I think we are in for a rough ride with the Twitter stock, and I know I'm staying away for now. I had bought Twitter at the IPO time. That money has been dead, as I told you, all this time, and I would love to get out at 54.20 unless Elon Musk shows a plan which forces me to stay in the company, if I can, of course. But I'm not buying any new stock or trading any options right now. I feel this is a great opportunity to own Tesla stock if it drops on this news, especially if Elon Musk tweets something and if Tesla stock drops. Oh my God, wonderful opportunity. Hope I provided some value, and if you like the video, then consider subscribing to the channel and give this video a like. As always, a pleasure to share this. Until next time, you all have a sparkling day.